Alright, YouTube, it's Shadow King Nazru, and I'm here with my review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 77. We're finally here with the new canon saga, the Universe Survival Saga. We start off with showing off the multiverse, and the two Omni Kings are playing a game with it, where they hold projection of the multiverse and have planets. Have these objects that represent the planets, and actually are the planets themselves, and they flick them into other planets. It's so fun when you can just destroy sextillions of lives just for your own amusement. But it turns out this game of destroying countless lives throughout the multiverse is kind of boring to the Omni Kings, and they want to find something else to do. But they can't think of anything. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Goku is selling his produce from his farming. Well, nobody can deny that Goku doesn't at least try to provide for his family, which does not make him a bad father despite popular opinion. And while he's trying to go back home to get the money to Chi-Chi so he can hopefully get some training in, he gets robbed by these robbers. Unfortunately for them, they had no clue this was Goku, and Goku proceeds to put them in their place by handling them easy. But one of them actually gets a shot in that Goku deflects with his forearm, and it scratches him. Huh? The episode tried to say that happened because Goku got rusty, but I can't see any scenario where Goku became so weak that he would get a scratch from a bullet. I mean, Goku from the beginning of Dragon Ball didn't even get scratched by a bullet that's shot by Bulma, and that was a more powerful gun. No, I don't buy that for a second. Let's just all pretend that didn't happen. Okay. So anyway, Goku proceeds to give Chi-Chi the money and tries to head off to go train with Whis. But Goten also wants to come, but Chi-Chi says no, and because she wants Goten to become a scholar like her brother. Like his brother. Which is kind of odd because back in the Buu saga, she was totally fine with Goten actually training and fighting. But I guess since Goku's around to do that for them in case there's any threats, she wants Goten to actually be a successful person who actually provides for his family, like Gohan. Well, but fortunately, Goku and Goten take advantage of Chi-Chi's nagging and decide to sneak off, which triggers Chi-Chi. But then again, when is Chi-Chi never triggered? So they start heading off to Bulma's place, where they decide to wait for Whis after Goku had promised to give him some bean. I forgot what the food was called specifically because it's a Japanese name. It was a beans food that, in exchange for training. And Goku, while confusing Bulma for being pregnant with Bra, thinks that she's fat. Oh yeah, Bulma's pregnant now. Yeah, you can all you Bulma fans waiting for Bra to be born, you can all finally you can finally be at ease because she's born now. And Goku congratulates Bulma in his own special way, even offering to offer some of the food, which is kind of generous on Goku's part since he normally doesn't share his food. But Goten reminds you that that's food for offering for Whis, and Bulma understands, and she's just glad that Goku just came to congratulate him anyway. So, yeah, Bulma was really understanding. Now that makes me interested in that theory of what if Goku actually married Bulma. Hmm, one can only wonder. But anyway, Goku also starts to ask if Vegeta wants to go. And Vegeta says no because he's gonna stay to look after Bulma while she's pregnant. And a lot of people are starting to think that this is another adding that Vegeta is a good father while Goku's a bad father, which is not the case because Vegeta would naturally have a bit more attachment because he's part of the royal family, which has more emphasis on placing more value on marriage. So looking after their own bloodline is more important to the royal family, whereas Goku descends from the lower class of the Saiyans, where they would just have sex, get the female pregnant, and just move on with it, and so they could continue fighting and get on with their lives. That's how. So it's not really Goku's fault. That's just part of his Saiyan nature. And even by that, he's at least making some efforts to be a good father and, relatively speaking, good husband. So Goku heads off with Whis and starts training. And Goku, while doing this, wonders what's going to happen with the multiversal tournament. And Beer says to not to talk to the Omni King about it, as he's probably forgotten about it, and Goku should do so as well. But Goku, being Goku, wants to actually have the tournament start so he can get some excitement of fighting all the best fighters of the 12 universes. But both Beerus and Whis said that it's dangerous, and even Beerus threatens to Hakai him if Goku even attempts this. Unfortunately, Goku manages to outsmart Beerus and uses the Zeno button to teleport himself to the Omni King's palace. Oh, it must be really embarrassing for the God of Destruction to be outsmarted by Goku, the naive country boy. So Goku meets up with the two Omni Kings and asks them when's the multiversal tournament happening. And the present Omni King tells him that he's actually forgot about the whole multiversal tournament, and that he said, and the future Omni King is curious about it too because he never doesn't know anything about tournaments. And they said that they should actually have it just because it'll be fun in what they're doing right now. And they told Goku to go to the Supreme Kai's planet because that's when they'll be telling him when they're going to get the release date for the tournament. And so they head off with Beerus and Whis. Beerus had to punch Goku in the gut because of Goku defying him. But, because all things considered, that's him going easy on him. So I guess Beerus still has some of a soft spot for Goku. And then again, how can you hate Goku? He's just too lovable. And then they meet about the Supreme Kai's planet, and they get the information about from the Daishinken. And the Daishinken says that the multiversal tournament is going to take place in the 3 billionth something day, which we'll probably get an easier example of what the date is. And they said that it's going to consist of 10 fighters from each universe, meaning there's going to be a total of 120 fighters. Boy, I sure hope Akira Toriyama doesn't overexert himself when he created these characters and all their personalities and whatnot. And naturally, Goku's excited for all this, while everybody else is nervous at best. So all in all, this was a pretty good episode, and we did get a new intro, which showed off the tournament and all the new fighters and the Gods of Destruction. And maybe I'll speculate about what this kind of hints at a later date. I'll catch you guys later.